Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you see, this is somewhere else yet again that I'm coming to you from, and that is because I'm now in Canada. With the whole coronavirus, my life got turned upside down along with the majority of the world, and so I'm in Canada. Things have been crazy, but I'm doing my best to get back on track with posting videos here on YouTube. This video, I am sharing the Dream Oracle messages for the full moon in Scorpio, May 7th, 2020. However, if you are coming to this video at a later date, that is okay. That just means it's a perfect time for you to hear these messages. As much as these messages are shared collectively for the full moon, they also apply to life in general. So like I said, they're not entirely time specific. So this is just a perfect time for you to hear these messages. If you're new to me, I am a dream oracle, and I have a unique ability and gift where I can actually connect with spirit in the dream world. They download messages into my being while I'm in this conscious state in the dream world, and I share these messages here. I work collectively by sharing messages here on YouTube as well as on my Instagram, and then I also work one-on-one with individual clients. Similar how you might get a tarot reading, I do my readings all through the dream world. So that's kind of a little bit of me if you are new to this. So like I said, the messages that I'm sharing today are for the full moon in Scorpio. So let's just dive in. I'm going to share little bits about the dream, and then I'm going to share the messages. So when I'm actually in the dream world, it's hard to share my whole experience because when we're in the dream world, I don't know if you've noticed in your own life, when you're dreaming, you have so many more senses than we have in this waking reality. So I can really, it's hard to explain everything that's happening and everything that I'm experiencing in the dream world, but I will share what I can, and then I will obviously share all the messages for you. So let's just dive in. So in this dream, I was with a group of, I want to say tourists. They were tourists and we were viewing this sort of house. We entered in one door and we were to leave another door, and we all had luggage with us. And when we entered, there was a separate kind of belt that, like the belts that you see at airports. It was similar to that, but it was massive. And we all put our luggage on there, and then it just like whipped our luggage down, and our luggage was gonna meet us at the end once we're done this tour. I was with all these other tourists, and what had happened was my dog also ran onto the luggage belt. And I was like, oh no, my dog. And she's blind in real life and doesn't have eyes. And so I was like super worried. And so I had talked to the staff there and I was like, hey, we need to go to the end quickly because I need to get my dog because I don't want her little paws to get stuck on the track. And I need to get my dog. So everybody was like super cool with that. And we kind of went through the little touristy thing, and then we went to go get my dog. And in this process of getting my dog, the person who worked there kind of rounded up a few other people, and we were all like, there was a huge group of us and we were all gonna go together. And when we were rounding up all these people, there was this black pig that came up and was like pawing at my legs. And I've had this is the second dream I've had where a black pig has showed up, and it's a super friendly pig and just wants attention. It's like somebody's pet. So anyways, the pig kind of goes off and does its own thing. We get in a truck now, and we are driving to the pickup area for our luggage. And I have this friend who is in rollerblades and is like holding on to the truck. It was a pickup truck, and he's holding on to the back of it. And we're like cruising down like a road. And then I'm like, dude, this is kind of dangerous. Like, maybe you should get in the truck. And then we get on a highway and it gets even more dangerous, and he's just having like so much fun, and he's rollerblading and like holding on to the truck. And then we arrive at the destination, and where we arrive, it was a building that was not done being built. And this is another theme that I've been experiencing in my dreams. Let me know if you have as well. I'm curious to know what common threads we are collectively dreaming. So yes, this building was not totally done, and suddenly I was now in bare feet. I had rollerblades on for a brief time when my friend had rollerblades on too, but now I was in bare feet, and I was like walking through kind of this construction zone, and I was like, oh, I have to be kind of careful because I don't want to like cut my leg on some rebar or like whatever. If you're barefoot and you're in a construction zone, you're going to be cautious. And that's just what I was doing. And then I remember we were just going to go get our things, and then I woke up. So let me go through the messages that were being shared with all of this. So the luggage being automatically taken away. This is all about like your baggage in life will be taken care of. Right now, a lot of us are under so much like stress and anxiety and fear, and at the same time, there's a lot of messages on social media out there telling you to like up level and expand your energy. And that is great and all, and it's a beautiful time to be doing that. However, there's a lot of people who like are just holding it together. And so if you're one of those people that are just holding it together and feeling guilty because you are not one of those people who have the space to deepen into your spiritual journey or what have you, it's okay. This is not about like spiritual bypassing and just like not dealing with your baggage. It's just letting it be for the time being. Let spirit take it to, you know, the next stop, and you can deal with it then. You'll get the baggage back. It's not like you can't not deal with your shit. It's about just letting you do you right now, and giving yourself that grace, like giving yourself the space that you need, and not feeling guilty if you feel like you don't have the emotional or energetic energy to process your baggage, because there's this huge weight that a lot of people are feeling, and if you're feeling it, then it's okay. So it's like literally about honoring where you are right now and not feeling guilty that you're not doing what somebody else is doing, and not processing your stuff or working on yourself the way that maybe you would like to at this time. Like honoring where you're at is perfect, and what you're doing is more than enough, and you are more than enough. And that was kind of the message with the baggage piece. Also, there was all these people helping me. So this is just spirit saying like they've got you, whether it's spirit and your guides supporting you, as well as your community here in the physical world supporting you. You have support. Everything you need is here. And just remember that you're not alone in this. Even though we might physically be alone, there's so many people that you can reach out to, and you can ask for help. Like I was asking for help in this dream, and so ask for help because people want to help. The black pig, this for me, I was really feeling, because it was like such a happy pig, and it felt like prosperity and good fortune are coming. And it's about like paying attention, because the pig was like pawing at me, and there was this energy about like, okay, all this stuff is swirling around. You've lost your dog and you're feeling out of place, and you have like this anxiety because you want to be somewhere else where you're not at. But like take a moment and see what is prosperous around you, and like see what is unfolding that is for your benefit. And I know that might be challenging to see, but this is an invitation to see it because it's there. There's an opportunity that is coming your way, or that is present in your life right now, that is prosperous, that is abundance, that is joyful, and it might not be where you're looking. And so just expand your periphery, look around your space, see what is around, and find those moments or those gifts of what is prosperous and what is abundant for you, because it is there. Okay, the rollerblading and then driving part. It seemed like we were on this dangerous ride, and something could go wrong at any second, which is where we all feel right now collectively. Like this is where we're all at. However, we all like made it to the end destination. So there was my friend who was on the rollerblades, and he was having like so much fun. And then there was also people sitting in the truck, and they were much more somber, much more defeated, much more quiet energy or lower energy. And so this is just an invitation to look at how you are choosing to be present right now. Do you want to be present from a space of joy and new experiences and embracing the positive? Or do you want to be coming and living in a place that is more in fear? And I know that might sound naive to say because there's a lot of fear and a lot of anxiety swirling around so many of us. Spirit was just saying we're all going to get to this end spot, and like we're gonna get there. And so the journey, it's like that saying, it's not about the destination, but it's about the journey. And it's like, find those moments that you can to lighten things up, to find moments of joy. And the more you do that, the more it will expand, because literally you're still gonna end up where you need to end up. So you might as well do your best to step away from fear and step into joy. That was the message. The unfinished building. This is another theme that I said that's been in my dreams lately. It's like where we're moving to. The foundations of where we're moving to haven't been completely laid yet, but we're in this state and will be in this state of rebuilding. Like, none of this is a big surprise. But what's important at this time was because in the movie, in my dream, I was barefoot. And this is reminding you to stay grounded as possible throughout this. And maybe that means going barefoot when you can, putting your feet in the dirt, in the grass, and just like grounding yourself down, because connecting with the earth right now and grounding down into earth will support you on an energetic level as you shift and as we all collectively shift and move into this unknown territory, this unfinished building, this new way of living that we are going to be navigating and that we are navigating right now. The other thing was be present to the world that you want to wake up to when this is all quote unquote over. Because right now we are collectively sitting in the space of the unknown. There are so many different possibilities that can happen. And if you can do your best to hold the highest possibility and the most beautiful possibility, even if it just seems super naive and far-fetched, dream and hold on to that, because that will help shift things so we end up more on the positive than a negative side. So hold the space and hold the vision of where you want to be in your life, collectively, whatever resonates with you after, quote unquote, after this coronavirus shifts and we move into this new space. I did have another bonus dream that I want to share, which the messages are very similar. So in this dream, there was this girl I know and her boyfriend who are actually from the UK. They were suddenly in Canada and they were on this tour, and they were riding this train around Stanley Park in Vancouver, if you're familiar with Vancouver. And I remember they were a representation of living in possibility and joy versus fear, because they were traveling when we shouldn't be traveling. And I'm not saying to travel when you shouldn't travel. This was just how Spirit showed me this message and downloaded it into me. And it's just another message on choosing to live your life from a state of possibility and joy versus fear. So ask yourself that question: how can you live more in possibility and joy and less in fear? And there was also this woman on this train, because I was on this train as well, and she had gotten up to get off the train, but she left some of her food, and it was like wrapped up. It was like a homemade sandwich kind of thing, and she put it was in like a plastic bag, and I was like, oh, excuse me, you forgot your food. And she was trying to get off this ride that she's on right now, because many of us want to get off this ride that Earth is on right now, that we're all collectively experiencing because of defeat, because of exhaustion, because of just not being able to emotionally handle what is being thrown your way, not realizing that there's the food, there's the nourishment that you need right there beside you. You just have to pick it up and consume it. You just have to allow it into your body and allow that support to come in. And everything you need is here for you right now. And it might feel like it's not, but it is. And so this is an invitation to look at where you can find that possibility and that joy, and where you can find that you are being supported. And maybe it's asking for help. Maybe it's shifting your perspective. Whatever that means for you, be creative. If you're feeling like it's hard right now to see the possibility and the joy and the support, look for it and ask for it. And like that black pig, it will show up and it will present itself for you. And so those are the Dream Oracle messages for the full moon. If you would like to ask comments, questions, put them in put them below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the messages or if they resonate. I would love to know. And also, of course, you know, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that kind of stuff. That would be cool. And I will do my best to figure out my posting schedule moving forward. It's still to be determined because everything is flowing so fast and my life is no different. And so I'm just gonna say I will be back. When, I don't know, but I will be. My intention is to really start posting these videos on a regular basis again, because I have a whole bunch of content that I want to create and I want to share with you. So please, yeah, come back for more and I will share them with you as soon as I can. Okay, awesome. I'm rambling now. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.